speak. It's like I can't get rest unless you're here with me. You make it so hard to breathe when you walk in the room and I see that gold dress so divine. You look like heaven to me. I'm from the east side.
What's going on, guys? Caleb Fast here with the fastest growing podcast on the planet Earth. I'm here with my co-host.
THRAXXX.
And we have a very special guest on the podcast. Today we have
Jeffery.
Jeffery. Round of applause for Jeffery. And this is a very special episode because we are at Niagara Top Team. We were gonna do it at the studio at my house, but we figured why not just come here, be in your home, be in your environment. You'll probably be the most comfortable here, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably comfortable wherever he goes. For those of you guys who don't know Aaron currently signed to Bellator, progressing rapidly in Bellator. 2 TKOs so far, and a really good fight with John Salter as well.
Debatable.
But you know what I mean. It is what it is. So let's talk a little bit training. Like what's your training schedule looking like right now?
Pretty much twice a day, Monday through Friday, once Saturdays. It varies a little bit. I'm kind of like out of camp right now, so I should be chilling a bit more, but I'm not good at that. No. I tend to go pretty hard all the time.
OCD, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's mostly twice a day, Monday through Friday, then once Saturdays and Sundays I rest.
Sick.
Yeah.
Cool, brother.
Yeah, man.
You guys can go by if you want. No? Okay. we're literally at the, like, there's training going on
ruckus.
right now.
A lot of ruckus.
That's cool, man. So what is that, like, how does that work recovery-wise for you? If you're training that often, like that 6 days a week, how does that look recovery-wise for you? I know actually you're a nutritionalist.
Yep.
And that's something I really wanted to touch on. But yeah, what do you do mostly like for recovery so you can stay sharp?
Nothing special, man. There's no shortcuts, there's no secrets. It's not like certain supplements or like cold baths, all this trendy shit. It's like eating and sleeping pretty much. Like if I'm
do you take cold showers though?
I don't. No.
Fucking
None of that shit. No cold. I sauna once in a while. My mom has a sauna at her place, so when I'm there, I'll sauna because I like it.
Yeah,
I don't think it does like anything amazing for you. I think it's good for you, but it's like there's no shortcuts, man. It's like if I'm not at the gym, I'm pretty much eating or sleeping or like resting. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
Where did you go to? Did you go to school for nutrition?
Yeah, not nutrition, medical sciences, and then I did like a certification afterwards.
Okay. Super interesting. I had a question about my diet personally, okay? Because I try to be in the gym. I'm back in the gym, just weightlifting. I was doing MMA, not seriously, but with Romero, right? Bacon. How bad is bacon for you, bro?
In terms of like weight loss or muscle gain,
like
or
if
fat.
I'm trying to put on, like, I'm really, really skinny.
Yeah.
Like if I'm trying to put on weight, I read that you can't eat it more than like 2 times a week.
Yeah, if we're talking like just purely like getting jacked and lean and whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
If you're talking like long-term health perspectives, I'd say it's not great. Processed meat has been linked to cancer like pretty often. Like there's quite a few studies, like big studies with a lot of people that links it with cancer. So if you're talking like long-term health down the road, I would say minimize it. If you're just trying to get like big and jacked and whatever and like fuck your health long-term, then it's fine.
Okay. So like
there's guys like that, man, you know?
It's like a once a week sort of thing then,
yeah,
right?
Minimize it, yeah.
All right. What do you got for my man here?
When did you get started in MMA?
I started like back in my hometown when I was pretty young. I was probably like 14 or 15, but it was like a small shitty gym with like
You're from Tilsonburg, right?
Tilsonburg, yeah. It was nothing. It was like cardio kickboxing and like rolling around with some dudes for fun. And then when I started at Brock in 2010, there was a decent gym in Welland. I don't know if you knew the gym Modern Vision.
Yeah.
That's where Romero started too.
Modern Vision.
There was a bunch of us that trained there, and that's when I started for real. So like 2010 is when I started like taking it seriously. Yeah.
Where was your hometown again?
Tilsonburg.
Tilsonburg. Where's that around? I've never heard of that.
It's close to London. It's just south of London.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Okay.
Tilsonburg's like super quiet, right? It's like small. It's like farm town vibes.
Yeah,
right?
It's like very old school farm town
What
vibes.
did
Like all my buddies from high school. My mom's a vet.
Oh.
My dad was like a stay-at-home dad, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Talk about what it was like getting that call from Bellator. That probably was super exciting for you, right? Like, where were you? Did you expect that to happen? And what promotion were you coming off of before you got signed to Bellator?
Yeah, it was like a weird point in my career because I fought on Contender Series and lost again in September of 21, and then I fought for CFFC to defend my title, which is like regional scene. It's like it's big for regional scene, but it's not really. They're not paying you anything. Like you're not making a career fighting for CFFC. So I fought for them in January of 22 last year. And I fought at the end of January. I went down to Florida in February for like a vacation. And I was training a bit at Killcliff, and like training and like chilling and whatever. And my management team called me while I was there, and they're like, "Hey man, we got big news. We just got you a big contract for Bellator. It's like pretty big money. It's a 4-fight deal, exclusive contract."
How do they go? But like, how does that even like you obviously pay your management team.
Yeah.
So then you just pay your management team, and then they just keep constantly looking for the next best thing for you. And who are you with? Who are you with?
Ruby.
You're with Ruby?
Ruby, yeah. No,
Okay.
you pay them per fight. So,
wow.
like, I fought for CFFC, and I paid them fucking pennies. Like, they make nothing off that. So it's in their interest to get me a big contract, right?
Then they'll
Because
make
the
more.
more I make, the more they make.
That's
So
interesting.
I don't know exactly how the ins and outs work. Like, my entry-level contract for Bellator was more than most people would get.
Yeah. This is a 4-fight guaranteed deal.
Yeah, 4
Okay.
fights. I don't know how it works, though. Like, Ruby...
But it's paying pretty good now. Like now you're like
Yeah,
like it's
yeah, I
pretty,
can,
because you're
like,
full-time training.
I can full-time train now, yeah. We don't make like what hockey players or baseball players make, but
Yeah.
like I can.
But you'll get you're gonna get there 100%. Like
I don't know if I'll ever make like millions per year, but
Million
I
per
mean I'm
year,
gonna be able to like not fucking
Be
starve
the
to
champ,
death
you know
while
what
I
I'm
do
saying?
this. Yeah,
that's sick.
yeah.
So I want to talk about that. Was it Aguilera? Was
The first
that's
fight, Aguiar or something like that, yeah.
Aguilera?
Fabio.
That was a crazy, vicious fucking knockout.
Yeah, that's sick.
That one I like, but like everybody talks about the Austin Vanderford one.
Yeah, just because it's a big name.
Because it's a big name, and I don't know. I don't even think. I remember like looking at Austin Vanderford after he had that one finish. It was just a super bloody one. You know that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But I looked. Other than that, he didn't have that many. But talk about how good that felt when you finished off like Aguilera. Sorry, whatever. How did
Fabio.
that feel? Because that was Fabio. That was fucking vicious.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
elbow was just so. Did you see that coming? Like.
Dude, I didn't even really know what happened until I watched it after.
And how long was that fight? Was that first round?
Second round.
That was second
I think it was the beginning of the second round, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking sick. I agree. I like that one more. Like I have that one.
That's
pinned
no,
on
that's
Instagram
my
profile.
like yeah.
It's fucking
that's
sick,
the
man.
one, bro.
Elbows, uppercuts, knees, ground and pound. Yeah, it was sick.
Super vicious.
Yeah, that was sick, man. It was my first fight in Bellator. It was like a good debut fight. My whole family was there and shit too. So
Where was that one in?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah.
What do you got?
So like me and Caleb were like in our 20s. What would be something, and you're in your 30s, what would be something you like advice you give to your 20-year-old self?
Drop it like that.
Sorry.
Rough. I'm fucking walking off the show right now. Advice to my 20-year-old self?
It's not that big of a difference, but you know, more like
I
advice
don't
to
feel any different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was doing kind of the same shit.
Yeah.
I mean, like I could say like party less and focus more on like your career, but like
sober gang.
maybe I'd be a fucking boring weirdo if I partied less. I wouldn't be who I am now. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I feel like
You did
I did
most
it
things you
okay.
did. You stayed true to yourself, probably.
I think so.
right?
Yeah.
Because there's not any like major things that you would. Do
Yeah. Maybe
differently.
like invest into fucking Pfizer stocks or Moderna or something. I don't know, man. Yeah, something like that.
that would work better, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So your body type is I forget. There's like 3 of them, right? You're the one that would be like the most shredded, right? Because were you probably pretty skinny growing up?
I was like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do I look like you? For all the people that
So
are
I was
watching, I'm 145 pounds.
Yeah. So up until like.
What do you walk around at, by the way? I like asking.
Like 200, 205.
205.
Yeah.
Wow. And you
Yeah.
cut down to middleweight,
Yeah.
which is 85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like a smallish middleweight. Yeah, a lot of them are like 215, probably even pushing 220, some of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, I was like your size until I was like 15 or 16 probably. I don't know, I just ate a lot and lifted a lot. That's pretty much it.
Just eat a fuck ton.
Yeah.
But you now probably don't eat like any sugar, right? You probably eat very minimal sugar because you're like
what
go
do
on
you
his
like
Instagram like he's
what
actually
do you mean by
fucking
sugar?
shredded.
If you mean like
probably
fucking
processed
candy
sugar,
or something,
like bullshit
yeah,
sugar.
not that much.
You eat natural sugar. You don't avoid fruit.
I eat a lot of fruit. I eat a lot of jam, like homemade jam.
Fuck with jam. What about Kraft peanut butter? Is that allowed?
I eat the natural peanut butter, like the one that's just the ingredients are just
Yeah.
peanuts.
Yeah.
There's a Kraft brand of it,
Yeah.
but like the fake stuff, not that much.
Fake one's good though, eh?
It's tasty, yeah.
Yeah.
It's tasty. I eat cereal sometimes. I eat a lot of granola bars. That's like sugary, I guess,
Okay.
like Cliff bars and fucking Chewy bars and stuff like that.
How, like, do you find it gets boring eating like super healthy, or is that something you're like into? Like, you know what I mean?
No.
It's not- a lot of people enjoy that type of thing. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm like so used to it. Every once in a while, I'll go eat a shitty meal, and it's like it's kind of nice while you're doing it, but
I
after
notice
you
that after your fights, you'll go out and you'll fucking
yeah,
tear up some.
I'll
food.
eat some shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know, man. It gets old quick. Once in a while, it's good.
Yeah.
I think you enjoy it more too. If you're like consistent with like eating healthy, you enjoy the shitty meals more when they happen, rather than like if you eat pizza every single day. It's like
Fuck pizza.
it's not as nice anymore.
Man, I'll tell you one thing though that does stress me out and frustrate me. So I have a stepson, right? I'm engaged and I'm trying to get everybody to eat healthy in my family.
Yeah.
That's fucking expensive, bro.
It's expensive, yeah.
Do you have any advice for people that like hacks to like buy fucking groceries cheaper and shit? Because the healthy shit goes bad fast too.
Yeah.
Generally, if it's
well,
like if it's
frozen,
vegetables and shit like that.
Frozen's good, man.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. People have like a thing they think frozen shit's not healthy or whatever. It's fine. Some of it's even better. It like retains more nutrients. So frozen's good. Eggs are cheap. I mean, they're not as cheap as they used to be, but like they're decent. Like cans of tuna, canned
Yeah,
chicken, that shit.
Hey, but apparently
Rice
you can
and
eat too
beans.
much tuna. What's up with that?
Yeah, there's like heavy metals in it, so you gotta.
You gotta be
watch.
careful, bro. That's what I
Yeah.
looked up. Apparently
Yeah,
you can't.
Fucking everything's bad for you now, man.
That's what I'm saying. All you can eat is fucking rice and chicken breast.
Yeah.
They were even saying like red meat was bad for you for a while. But that can't be true.
I don't. That's like another thing, and like, there's studies like epidemiology. You know what that is?
No.
They just look at large groups of people and ask them like, what do you eat, and then they see like how sick they are and stuff at a certain point in time.
Okay.
They don't like follow them over time. They just look right now. How much red meat do you eat? How much red meat do you eat? He says he eats it like 10 times a week, and he's like super sick. You say you don't eat it at all, and you're super healthy.
And that's what they base it off.
Yeah,
of?
so it's not like the best type of study, but there's a lot of
'Cause
studies.
there could be other things that one
There's so
guy's
many other
doing that the
factors.
other
They try
guy's
and
not,
control
right?
for it, but there's other factors. So there's a lot of this type of research that links red meat with like poor health outcomes. But red meat's considered like McDonald's and bacon and sausages and like.
But if
that
you're
kind of
realistically just crushing like ground beef and shit like that,
and
that's
steak,
not a,
and you're
that's not a
eating
big
lots
deal,
of veggies
right?
and fruit and stuff, it's probably not that bad.
What
I
do
don't eat it super often. It's expensive kind of too.
What do you think about carnivore?
I think it's silly.
You think it's silly? Yeah.
I think it's silly. Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with broccoli? I don't know. Why not just eat like meat and veggies and fucking
I think that was like what I think it's Jordan Peterson's fault, bro. You know what I mean?
and Liver King,
Yeah, and yeah, that fucking.
Paul
idiot.
Saladino, and all these guys. It's trendy and like for some reason it's manly now to be like fuck
The
vegetables.
last thing I'd want to do, honest to God, is wake up in the morning and eat like ground beef.
Yeah.
Like fuck that. What's your go-to typical breakfast? Is it just like eggs and that's
You've probably
it?
seen it on my stories, maybe on Instagram. 2 eggs, toast, veggies.
You
I
eat the veggies right in the morning.
Yeah,
Good for you.
cook some veggies. And I used to do always a bowl of oatmeal after with like peanut butter and banana, but now often I just do 2 more toasts with peanut butter and banana. So like 4 pieces of toast, 2 eggs, veggies, and then peanut butter banana on the
Yeah.
second toast. Yeah.
That's one thing I really want to do, man. Is I really do want to like dial in my diet like super tight, but it's like I've given up so much shit in the last like 2 years. It's like I'm trying to just go like
Baby steps.
like baby steps.
Yeah.
Exactly. Are you big on stretching and that type of thing, or are you like Justin Gaethje going boom boom? That's what his coach said.
I stretch for like 10 or 15 minutes usually in the morning and at night. That's about it, just to loosen me up. Like I wake up and my back fucking hurts and my hips hurt and stuff, so I like do a little stretch to kind of loosen
How
up.
do you find you feel now, like physically from just like when did you start this? How you said 15?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you
it's-
feel now? Like, okay. You probably feel still pretty good. You move good.
I feel good, I think. Like I train more than I ever have in my life. I perform as good as I ever have. I'm like sore for sure, like bumps and bruises and stuff, but I think even at 20 years old I had bumps and bruises and shit from training hard.
I have a fun question. If you were stranded on a desert island, okay, and you knew you were gonna go there, you can only pick one of your 3 teammates. Which one you picking, okay? Tisha, Romero, or Kevin?
On a desert island.
On a desert island.
Not T-Shay, because I feel like he's not gonna do well.
Yeah. Why, you think he's just like super into?
I think he's
we're
too.
gonna get T-Shay on here, but I won't.
T-Shay's too high maintenance.
We need
to
his
be living on a
response.
desert island. I gotta go with Romero. I feel like
Romero.
I think Romero could fucking kill some animals with his bare hands. And shit.
100%.
See the feet and hands on that guy, man. He's
100%.
like, he's part
Fucking
caveman
gloves,
for
bro.
sure. Yeah,
100%.
Romero's part caveman. I think he'd do well there.
What about Kevin? You got no hope in Kevin?
I think Kevin
I
be
feel
okay.
like Romero
it's
more
Romero,
though.
bro.
Still,
It's Romero.
100%.
Yeah.
I wasn't. See, I don't know T-Shay personally, so I wasn't sure if T-Shay was gonna take the.
T-Shay needs.
But I
his
know
fucking,
Kevin too, and I'd pick.
T-Shay needs his fucking hairspray and his
I
cologne
was
and
gonna
shit
say,
on the island.
He needs his curly. Oh man, we shout out T-Shay. We love T-Shay. What do you got?
Have you ever traveled anywhere? And if so, like, what's your favorite place to go? Outside of
like,
Canada.
Training or just in general?
In general.
In
yeah.
general, I've
Life.
traveled quite a bit, man. I was fortunate to have a mom that like brought me around with her a lot when I was
yeah.
young.
Same
That's
shout out.
awesome.
Yeah, she brought me to when we were young, like, a lot of warm places, like in Mexico a bunch of times. I went to
cool.
Barbados. I went to Aruba.
Wow.
She brought me to South Africa when I was in ninth
Really?
grade. That was
That's
very
awesome.
cool. Safaris and shit.
Yeah.
I went to Europe with her a few times.
You fucking
Crazy.
travel a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been all over the States. I've done a lot of road trips. I've driven to Vegas twice.
Oh yeah.
What's Vegas like? You fuck with Vegas?
I like Vegas,
Yeah.
yeah. Not for even partying and shit. I like the strip, walking up and
I
down,
like
people
big
watching,
cities
whatever.
and shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Obviously, it's like the fight capital of the world,
Yeah.
too, right?
Been to California. I've been out east in Canada. I've been out east in the States.
What was your favorite place out of all those? Sorry, if I cut you off.
No, if you had to pick one, no, yeah.
if I
you
had to pick one,
Yeah.
I like Vegas a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Vegas is really cool.
What about in Canada?
In
You
Canada,
been to BC?
I've been to BC. Yep.
Pretty nice there, right?
BC's cool. I like the East Coast a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like PEI a lot. It's cool there.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your girlfriend or your fiance is a hairstylist.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's
She
super
cuts my
sick.
hair.
And she cuts your hair.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
lucky. So you haven't
Yeah,
paid
it's
for a haircut in how long?
Yeah. For what?
How long has it been since you paid for a haircut?
Good question. I guess since before I met her, so like 4
Yeah.
and a half years.
Do you remember when I messaged you one time saying, "Let me cut the mullet for a
Was
fight"?
it you?
Yeah, that was me. You
Yeah.
remember that?
And I said, sorry, man.
That's funny. Yeah, he said sorry.
Yeah.
Man, like,
Dude, I think a couple people have. You know Miko?
yeah, I
Miko
do.
the barber? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he reached out to me once too, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. What do you like to do? What do you like to do like outside of this whole? People probably ask. I don't know. Maybe people don't ask you this. What do you like to do to get your mind off of this? Or are you somebody who can stay dialed into just thinking about fighting all the time? Because I know when it comes to myself and I think about music or I think about Sincerely, like I need breaks, bro, and I need like family time, and I need like. I'm sure you're the same way, but it's to me, it's still always back there. But what's the thing that gets you off of it? Like if you need to like take a step back.
I don't do much. Weekends I go back to my mom's place and chill there. I do pretty much fucking nothing at all. Just like rest, sleep, moss, like go in the sauna, whatever.
Hobbies though? Because well, this isn't a hobby, but like you have hobbies. Some people don't, bro.
I
Some
don't know.
people
I
just
read a
get
lot of
super weird.
books.
Yeah.
Playing a video game?
That's what
No,
I was
I don't watch any TV or
Yeah,
movies or
no.
anything either. I listen to podcasts.
not
I read
bad, though.
books. Like me and my girl go on road trips. That's cool.
That's cool.
I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
You do that.
Usually it's like
You drive to your fights normally, don't you?
I do when they're like close enough. Yeah.
Like you drive to Florida a lot.
I drove to Florida a lot. We drove to Vegas together.
How do
that
you
was
find
cool.
that is like before a fight? That's chill for you.
So
I see
it
you
depends
laying
where
in
it
the back
is.
the one time, eh? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
like my next fight's gonna be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's like a 19-hour drive. I won't do that before a fight. It's too much.
Yeah.
I drove to Connecticut last year for the Aguiar fight. That's like a 6-hour drive. I'll do that.
I was in Quebec, eh?
What's
Is
that?
that in Quebec? You
No,
said?
no, Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut. Sorry.
I would say like I drove to New Hampshire actually. My one fight. I think it was like 11 hours.
Yeah.
That would be like the max. I'm not gonna do a 15-hour drive before a fight. I don't think.
No, because that can't be good
You
for.
get stiff and
I was gonna
shit.
say you probably get
Yeah.
all like locked up too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you like Bellator? Do you want to be in the UFC? Do
I
you
love
care?
Bellator, man.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
It's like Romero just got signed to PFL. I feel like he's super stoked on that. I feel like
Yeah,
a lot of people
man.
now are
Crazy.
super stoked on like
It's hard to
other
yeah, like I
organizations
love
now.
Bellator. Maybe I'd want to see what the UFC's saying in a few years, but
Let's
the
go get
landscape
that
is
belt,
changing.
right?
Yeah, I want to get the belt, and like the landscape's changing. Like PFL's doing big things.
People
Bellator's
just
doing.
signed fucking Ngannou.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit happening, man. So like, who knows where the landscape is in 5 years?
Yeah, I definitely think in 5 years there'll be a lot
Could be
more
different, man.
like
Yeah.
things going on with other
sure.
operations
For
outside
sure.
of UFC.
I was gonna say even like Khabib's thing he's got going on is pretty fucking legit too.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, Eagle.
Yeah, Eagle's
Yeah,
dope.
yep.
One's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I think in one you can go make some fucking serious
One.
cash.
There's
too, right?
some new promotion, UFL. They're doing like healthcare for fighters now.
That's dope.
Yeah, they're pretty new. They just had their second show on the weekend.
What do you think about Jake Paul? You think he's like a real boxer? Or does it just bother you?
I think he's pretty good. Yeah. I don't think he's like
Fucking
elite,
world-class, right?
but he's young and he's pretty new, and I think he looks better every time he fights. And yeah, I think he's legit.
Would you say that for people at home, like specifically looking for like weight loss, like do you think that MMA training is like something? I'd say it's like a superior workout to a lot of things, right?
Depends.
Strictly
Like
weight loss. You know what
depends
I'm
how
saying?
you're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you kind of need to be like good enough to be able to work hard. Like if you don't know anything, you can't come in and like smash pads or hit the bag really hard because like you don't know what you're doing, or like wrestle with someone because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're like good enough to be okay at it, then you can come in and work hard. I think. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Closing up, like, do you have anything else?
Yeah, what is like a crazy story from your life? It could be a fight story, a ghost story, a party story, whatever. What's one crazy story?
Something you want the entire world to hear.
Yeah.
One of
I
those
have
good
one-
ones.
It's like a stupid university story, but
Yeah.
me and my buddies went out to the bar one night. We were all like blackout drunk, like it was ruckus.
Where?
In St. Kitts.
Okay.
And we all got split up, and I don't know how I ended up kind of where the old hospital was. I just like kind of came to from like my blackout, and I was there and didn't know where it was. So I called my buddy, and he picked me up, and we drove around like looking for our friends. We found one guy so far away from downtown, walking with his shoes in his hands. He was wearing my shoes and they were too small, so he's walking with his shoes in his hands down the street with like blisters on his feet. This is like 3 a.m. So we find him, and we don't find the other 2 guys that we're with. We go
Yeah.
home, we pass out. We wake up in the morning. One of my friend's dads is at our house, waking us up because my friend went to the drunk tank and he's in jail. And his dad tells us, "You need to come to court with us in the morning to like support your friend in court." So we go there. He's in the drunk tank. He shit himself and puked himself in the drunk tank. We get him out, and we still can't find our other friend.
Oh my God.
Um,
Still MIA.
He's still MIA, and now it's like 3 p.m. We call his parents to let them know, like, we can't find him. We don't know where he is. We call the drunk tank. They say he's not there. We call the hospital. We say he's not there. We eventually get a call from him, like, maybe 4 p.m. And he's like, "I'm at the drunk tank. Come get me." And his phone dies. And we're like, what the fuck happened? He checked into the drunk tank with a fake ID. So when we called and asked for him, they said he wasn't there.
Oh my god.
But he was. He was just under a different name. So
Oh
we
my
eventually found
God.
him, but it was like, it felt like The Hangover. We had
Yeah.
2 guys in the drunk tank. I got picked up. My buddy got picked up somewhere
It's like
else.
the never-ending fucking night too. It
Yeah.
just carries
Yeah,
on,
went on for, like,
way
almost
too
24
long
hours,
into the
man,
next
yeah.
day. Oh my
Hangover.
God.
Yeah. One guy shit himself.
That's the worst. Like imagine
Yeah.
that. Imagine waking up in jail and then on top of that you just also
You
shit yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, yo, that's brutal.
Yeah, it was crazy. But those days are over.
Those days are over.
Thankfully.
Do you still
Yeah.
casually drink like from time to time?
Yeah, I'll drink after my fights.
What do you drink? Like wine? Do you give a
Um,
fuck or not really?
I don't really give a fuck. Usually it's beer, just because that's what everyone drinks after the fight.
Did
Beer
you-
and pizza and whatever.
Wings and shit. Did
Yeah.
you watch that? I was gonna ask this too. What do you think about Bare Knuckle? And did you watch the Mike Perry Luke Rockhold?
I didn't watch it. I don't know. Apparently they're paying well, so if guys are gonna go there after their MMA career and make some good money
Cash out.
for a few fights, sure.
Why not?
I don't know if I would ever do it. but
What do you think they're making per fight? Do you know anything?
Apparently a couple 100,000. Some
Couple
of them.
100,000.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like Mike Perry's cashing out there too.
I think he is. I think Luke Rockhold probably got paid big money to do that too.
Luke Rockhold was really bad at that.
He was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It
I
was
didn't
really
watch. I
bad.
heard it was. I heard he got beat up pretty
Yeah,
good.
he got his tooth knocked out,
Mhm.
which happened to me when I was younger too. Unfortunate.
Mhm.
In closing, what's like one thing that you hold like very highly when it comes to like building relationships with other people, like respect, like loyalty, honesty? Like what's something that you think you value like over just the other things? Like what's the thing that like really like for me it's Probably honesty. That's like my thing, probably.
Be nice to people.
Yeah.
Like I've been asked a lot, like, what's advice for like people in their career and shit. And I always say like, I think being good to other people has got me a lot farther in my career than like being a good fighter ever has.
Yeah.
I don't like go out of my way to talk to people when I'm at the gym. I'm not like super outgoing, like bubbly guy, but like when I talk to people, I try and be
respectful.
be nice and respectful
You've been
to
super
everyone.
chill to us, yeah. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because you never know who you're talking
exactly, man. Yeah.
to. You never know who you're talking to, and like.
What do they say? Like, you never know whose feet you're stepping on are going to
Yeah.
be connected to which ass you have to kiss at the top.
100%.
Yeah.
And like, just speaking from personal experience too, on top of that, like, the most opportunity I ever got in my life was from cutting hair. Like, that's how everything has come to be, and that's always from just like, you just have to like check your attitude at the door, and just like, you
For
never
sure,
know.
man.
You never know who you're talking to and like what that opportunity could lead to, right?
Exactly.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So yo, that I'm really happy with that. Did you have anything else you wanted to say in closing?
No.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good, man. So
Thank you. Thank
yo-
you so much, Aaron Jeffries,
Yeah,
for
man.
like,
Thank
coming
you guys
out,
for having
man.
me.
Appreciate you.
appreciate that.
We'll do it again one day, maybe like
Yeah.
after a fight when I'm not like totally exhausted.
100%. This man
Sure.
just did a fucking double
Yeah.
session today, bro. Any minute of your time, we really are grateful for. And
Big shout out.
big shout out. Go follow him on all his social medias. We'll put all that shit up, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.
That was good.
You like that?
That was cool, man.
Right?
Hey, you guys are good.
Thanks, bro.
A lot of guys are like,
We just do it like a talk. Like it's not like a bit. It's just whatever. Like
some guys are so like rigid and shit. And you know what, too? Before so many interviews, the guy will be like,
You're good.
This is chill, bro. It's just gonna be a conversation. It's not gonna be an interview.
and he's like chill, and then as soon as the camera starts, he's like, and he just like
chill
fucking
out.
fires off all the questions, and I'm like, dude, you're not chill at all.
like rap.